coronal flaring can be done using gates glidden. كيف؟ الجوال هو المشكلة. So you can use gates glidden to make the coronal part of the canal wide, or you can use orifice opener, the rotary one, or the ultrasonic tips can be used to make the coronal part of the canal wide. But the problem, if you use large size of the ultrasonic, you might do perforation. Why we need to do coronal flaring? This is an important question. You need to remove the bulges that is present between just above the canal. Also, you're going to reduce the curvature that is present in the canal. As you see, there is a curvature in here. If you remove this bulge, you're going to have straight access to the canal. Also, it's going to reduce the error of walker length measurement. You're going to have more accurate determination for your walker length. كده أحسن ولا أول؟ كده أوضح. خلي على كده. So you're going to see the canal better if you remove the bulge. Will be easier for your irrigation. You can irrigate very well. Also, you can do your instrumentation easily. And the last thing is obturation. Your obturation would be easy if you do coronal flaring. You can place your spreader, you can place your plugger very easily. How would you determine the walker length? Okay, so pre-estimation. You can pre-estimate using your X-ray. You can measure the distance between the opposite surface of the tooth and just about 1 millimeter above the apex. Or you can use apex locator. Apex locator is very accurate, but there is a debate now where we have to stop the walker length based on the reading of the apex locator. Is it here? Or we have to stop just above the green color? راح إن شاء الله نتكلم عنها في السلايد. Tactile sensation. If you do more root canals, you are going to have the sensation. You are going to feel the epical constriction, the line of constriction. And the X-rays. X-rays are important. Before you start your treatment, you need to take X-ray. And during the treatment, you have to take X-ray. And after the treatment, also you have to take X-rays. Is the apex locator accurate?
ضمن من الدنيا.
في estimation الاكيورسي حق الاpex locator كم تقريبا؟ تقريبا حدود 95% accuracy of the apex locator. So if you have 100 case and you're going to use apex locator for walker length determination, 95% or 95 cases will be accurate. I know now that you need to start your cleaning and shaving just above the green light. It should be in the blue color. Should be above the green color and should be in the blue color. This is one of his cases. So the walker length was just above the green color. And as you see, there was a lesion in here, and the lesion has healed. There was no more over-instrumentation beyond that point. And this is another case. They opened the tooth and cleaned it till just the blue color. والآن نسوي يعني كلام على الفيسبوك خاصة الحالات هذه ختم من الفيسبوك تبعه إنه أنت توقف على البلو كلام. You don't need to go to the green كلام. طبعا. كيف؟ صحيح. الشركات تختلف، الأكيورسي ممكن يختلف على حسب الشركة. So that's why you need to take X-ray just to double check. So this is the case, and this case after 6 years and 8 months, and there is complete healing. This is another case. There is a lesion in here, and they start just at the blue color, and there is a healing. So this is the anatomy of the apex. The minor constriction is here, and this funnel shape cannot be cleaned by our files. And if you go there, you're going to do damage to the PDL. So you need to stop in this area. So this is another sample, and this is the minor constriction over here, and this is the foramen, and this is the radiographic apex. So if you place your file all the way and you are looking for the radiographic apex, your file will be out. This is another case was done by one of my co-residents in the United States, Dr. Christina, and they extracted the tooth because of the bone disease, and they got the tooth. This is the apex of the tooth, and gutta percha locks inside the root canal system. So they took the tooth out, and they found that there is over-obturation. So you need to trust your apex locator. It's accurate more than 90%. So after you determine your walking length, you need to use small files to get all the way to the minor constriction, and usually we use size 10 or size 15 K file. And the correct motion for those files ايش الموشن اللي بنستخدمه في الفايلز هذه؟ watch winding اللي مثل حركة عقارب الساعة تقريبا الين اوصل للوكل لينث، or picking motion. picking اللي لو شفت الوود بيكر النقار الخشب نفس الموشن تقريبا الين اوصل للوكل لينث. So we have hand instrumentation. Now, alhamdulillah, all our students they are using rotary. أحد ما يستخدم rotary لكن الكورس هذا راح يستخدم. All of our students, even in the pre-clinic, they use rotary machines. Alhamdulillah. Hand instrumentation, usually we use either one of these two techniques, the step back technique and the crown down. Step back, we usually reach the walking length, then we use 3 files until we reach the walking length, then we reduce 1 millimeter from the step back files. And for crown down files, instrumentation, we use large files, like we start with 50 or 55 files, then we go 1 millimeter longer in the length until we reach the apex. What is the minimum size of the files can be used as a master file? ثلاثين. الدراسات تقول the minimum file should be used and the apical part should be 30 because the irrigation will reach the apex. If you use 25, you will not be able to clean the apical part of the tooth. And it depends on the size of the canal before you start the treatment. تفضل. Yes, yes. Also, if there is a calcification in the tooth, you might end up till 25, but if you are able to clean all the area, if you use ultrasonic to activate the irrigation in the canal, you can stop till 25, especially if you use rotary. الروتري يكون الديامتر التيبرنج حقه أعلى أو أكبر فتقدر توصل بالirrigation. Anti-curvature by Abu Ras. Abu Ras has put this technique. And anti-curvature, we go to the other side of the curvature. Usually we use this technique if there is a danger zone, especially in the lower molar. We go to the thick part of the root, and يروح للميزل part of the root to avoid strep perforation in the mesial root. Or we can use balance force technique. This technique you can put the file passively and rotate it for 1/4 motion, then anti-clockwise for half motion, then you can move the file 360 degree and get the file out. And we usually use this one for curved canals. لأنه لما نستخدمها بالanti-clockwise it's more safe. Also it can remove more debris if you use anti-clockwise. Rotary instrumentation that we are going to practice inshallah tomorrow and after tomorrow. We are going to use Fanta files, AF blue files, and we have two motions, two techniques. The first one without using torque. Issue torque. هذا بالعربي العزم. العزم ايش؟ المراد لتحريك شيء. Torque, either you have to put a torque, and usually this is better for beginners. إذا كنت مبتدئ استخدم التورك. If there is an engagement, it's going to stop. The file is going to stop because there is a torque, and the torque cannot exceed this force. So this is one of the problems you might see if you do respect the anatomy. So in lower molar we have danger zone, we have thin dentin in here in the distal part of the mesial root. If you don't do the anti-curvature and if you don't do the coronal flaring, you might cause this problem. You are going to see this problem because you damage the danger zone. So we can use two techniques in this tooth. The first one is anti-curvature. We go to the mesial part, so you can pre-curve the file and just go to the mesial part of the canal to avoid the danger zone. Also, you can use the balance force technique because we have a curvature over here. We have two problems in here. This is the strep perforation and the other one is transportation. So you need to respect the anatomy. You're going to know how to respect the anatomy. You need to get straight axis. Coronal flaring راح يسهل لك حاجات كتير. And you need to pre-curve the file. Most of the canals are curved. I would say more than 90% of the canals. يعني ما راح تحصل كل الcanals straight. Most of the canals are curved. So you have to pre-curve your file. تحتاج انك تسوي pre-curve until you reach the master file. بعد الماستر file you don't need to do pre-curvature. ما تحتاج انك تسوي pre-curve للفايل لان اصلا ما راح توصل للworking length بالفايل اللي بعد الماستر file. Avoid danger zone. This is danger zone. You can avoid it by anti-curvature technique. So you go to the thick part of the canal. This is the thick part of the canal. You do your instrumentation in this area. Also use the suitable technique, either the anti-curvature, balance force, step back, or crown down technique. Irrigate very well. Why we have to irrigate during the instrumentation? Other than antibacterial. Lubrication is one, and the other one is to remove debris. If you don't remove debris, you are going to have a blockage. But instead of blockage here, you might do the transportation. So all debris has to be removed during the instrumentation. Also avoid excessive instrumentation. قلنا المينيمم 30 ايش الماكسيمم؟ اوصل ل 55 حتى الابد. كم الماكسيمم؟ Actually it depends on your initial file. بعض المرات يكون الانيشال فايل حقك 25 صح ولا لا؟ وقف على 40 ممكن يكون 30 ممكن يكون في open apex. It depends on the case.